fucking underhanded place to be. Another nickname for it is the low bottoms. That when you get there, that's about as far down as you can go. The only way to look is up from there. You can't go any further down. That's why it's called what it's called. It's the fucking, like I said earlier, it's the butt crack of Los Angeles, man. It really is. But it is a job, being homeless. 24/7. It's a job.
What do you mean by that?
Just living this life, man. If this doesn't run you down, man, I don't know what will. It's coming from a veteran. I know I seen everything. See this shit, man. This is the whole new side of life, man. This right here. But it has ups and downs. I used to call downtown Skidrow. It's like the adults' Disneyland, man. Everything you want, nothing you don't. You can buy anything down here. You can sell anything down here. They'll sell a dime, man. Oxygen, you know, for real. I mean, I guess that's the other thing. And you have everybody coming down there from the lowest to the highest. I've done come across so many people, the actors or the people who are well known who don't think they're being seen coming down here and shit, or in Hollywood. They come down here too, you know. It's for everybody. And this is a place to do it if you don't want to get seen doing what it is you do. You know, people come down here to get lost. You see fucking flyers of, have you seen this person? They come down here to get lost. They don't want to be seen. They're not missing. They don't want to be fucking seen. Probably the beatings, I see, over almost nothing, which many concern with drugs or money, or both.
And you're referring down in Skid Row?
I see it all the time. Desensitized. I see it so much. It's like I'm stoned when I see that this shit happen. Whereas when first I want to intervene, it's like, and I have, you know. But it's too bad, man. Over less than $5, somebody lose their life or badly beat. Because people make the place what it is, and that's why the people make Skid Row what it is, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
What do you mean by that? The people made Skid Row? I mean, they just kind of...
Once it running from the homeless all the way up to the fucking, the council, you know? City, council. Whatever. Yeah, so the reason why it runs this place.
So you're saying they just kind of shove everybody down there and put them all in one place?
That's how it's going to be again, too.
What do you mean?
You know, they're going to force them all back to one spot in Skid Row instead of being spread out. Because it's getting to be like it was in the 80s, because Skid Row was big back then. And it's like, new is old and old is new again. Everything's coming back, and it's to the people.
Skid Row, fucking Vietnam. Like, I'm white, so it's kind of hard. I only go down there to get drugs, and I'm out of there. You know what I mean? I don't like to hang out in Skid Row. But the most shocking thing, there's too much. I've seen too much shocking shit. I don't know what the best one is. Really. I've seen it all. Or if you want to, you'll see it all on Skid Row. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, fights are common. You know, the first week I was here, I got in a fight with some brother, and when I say brother, I mean a black person. But I got in a fight in the LA Mission over a cigarette. You know, the LA Mission bathroom.
Skid Row is, to me, people that are looking for answers. They really want to know who they are. Because a lot of people don't get that chance to find out who they really are. See, all this time that I've done inside a prison, I found out who I am. I know myself so well. So well, man. I mean, I have time to think. I did a lot of reading. I did a lot of studying. I got myself busy. I didn't just get myself into the criminal activity. Every time I did any kind of criminal activity was out here. Of course, I got myself into some situations that I had to do something, or else it would have cost my life. It's either, it just works that way. Either you or that other person. And I just the way, cause remember, in them places, man, not everybody's gonna like it. Even out here, there's people that don't like it. In a lot of sense, it's like a school of life, because you're experiencing it, you're doing it, and you see, wow, you meet a lot of interesting people here. people got some stories, man. I mean, if you stop and listen to hospitals, there's so many stories, man. Where they came from, kind of dysfunctional families they came from, divorces. A lot of them had a lot of money. I met a lot of men that had money. They ended up in Skidrows.
Murders is very common out here. You know, it's almost like, you know, it's no big deal no more. You know, really. You know,
And what are they getting murdered over?
mostly drugs, money. You know, straight bullshit. You know, people down here in Skidrow will kill you over a $5 nickel rock. You know, it's a shame, but that's part of life down here. You know?
Total nightmare. I watched 3 people die in one day. You have to be scared when you walk in and out. You know, I was in the program then, but you have to be scared. I had to pay people to walk me to the check cashing place when I still got the paper checks, you know. Now we use cards, but then they steal all your credentials if they get a chance, you know. There's a lot of pickpockets. I don't know how they do it, but somehow they find a way to get your bag or whatever. They just wait, find it. Can't even keep a blanket sometimes. I lay out here and freeze. I was laying in the park the other night. All I had to cover myself with a towel. A man comes up, takes the towel off, and puts it on himself and lays right next to me. So I get up and I take my towel back. And he pulls this thing out of his leg like he's gonna stick me. And I just said, man, I'm going. I ran up out of there, you know. And how you can be so desperate that you have to take that off of somebody else? But they do.
The world's a place to live. They stole my wheelchair more than 10 times. They robbed me and they threw my mask. I'll tell you, the midget right there at St. Julian on prison. I was catching the bird out of there. And he come out of the bird and started hitting me. Bum, bum. He made my money. I don't even know him. The people like that, man, I know all of it. There's the worst of people in their life.
Piss, smell, everywhere. Drugs, and it's just drugs, and a lot of it. That's just, I ain't into that. It's never changing. It's been that since the late 60s. I never clean it up. I think they've been trying and trying, and it's
inside. Don't punish me with brutality. Come on, talk to me so you can see what's going on. Yeah, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. I'll tell you what's going on. Right on.
Now, one thing I can tell people that everybody's not down here because of drugs and alcohol. You have people that's just, fell on bad luck because of the economy, lost their job. You have people that's mentally ill, very mentally ill. You actually got a lot of people down here that they don't drink, they don't drive, but they have mental problems. Like back in the days, mental places that people, would stay and be taken care of, they're not prevalent like they used to be, so now they're on the streets. It's like back in the days when Castro, released all the motherfuckers out of, the nut houses, the mental, freedom for tilling and all that shit, A lot of them wound up here,
Mental issues and stuff like that?
I don't know. Even talking to themselves.
And what do you think about that? I mean, you almost would think that they should be in some type of hospital or on some type of medication. I mean, why do you think they're roaming or allowed to roam the streets like that?
Because maybe they came out of a mental hospital and they supposed to maybe had reported somewhere. Maybe they just got lost in the system.
Now, the only crazy thing I've seen is fucking people living in Beverly Hills. They're not homeless, but they
Come
should
out here,
be.
though, right? They should be. That's right.
And they'd be happier. Wow. Yeah, I have been diagnosed when I was in the Army, right? I missed 3 months of meetings because I took LSD, right?
How much LSD did you take?
Just one, man. Back in the 60s when that shit came out. When that shit came out, the pure LSD shit. That would fucking make the Pope insane.
And so what happened? You think it caused you mental issues or what?
I mean, I wound up in a nut house for a while, but it didn't bring me down all the way, and I'm okay now.
That is the fucking community slash fucking, what do you call it, the jester right there. That's the Joker.
What does he do?
He, exactly what you see him doing right now. And he's like that 24/7, like a 7-Eleven, man. That's Mr. Army. I've never seen that dude sober, even at Share. He go up there fucking just as he is right now. But all in all, he's harmless though. In a way, he's like another there, but he gets beat up too. And it's not the homeless that brought him from other homeless. He get beat up by fucking the upper class people coming out of the right. They take him for his pills the other night.
Oh, so he's on like medication basically.
Yeah, they took him for his narcos, and those sell down here. That's like $3-4 a pill.
So the medicines he's supposed to get to correct a lot of his problems, he didn't get because someone stole them.
No, right when he came out of the right, boop bop. Yeah, they because once you 5 seconds have to talk to him, oh, this dude is a pushover, literally. And I said, what's that mark on your eye? They beat me coming up out of fucking right here. The pill people, because they know his condition. He got the upper pill. So once everybody won, and they got him. So it's sad, dude.
Salamander left me my ID, and he felt sorry for me. He left me a package of marijuana. He took all the money and the rest of the marijuana, and Jennifer ended up, black Jennifer, back Parkway, back way to the Heights, that type of thing. Bedford-Stuy is the most dangerous neighborhood I've ever lived in. Bedford-Stuy. East New York. In a dangerous neighborhoods. And that was the year that Jew got murdered because somebody's kids were playing in the street and the car accidentally hit them. They made a big deal about it like they did it on purpose. And they had a riot and they killed this white guy. They killed this Yakov guy. They killed him, then they knifed him. Then got arrested later in time after killing someone else. They made a big deal. They hate Jews. Even Barbara Streisand, boy, I was very disappointed. You know, I worked for property management. I have a real estate license way the time that 20% Reagan was working in Newport Beach, Lido Island, California. Now, Steven Spielberg is one of the most disgusting dogfish, man. Everybody walked into my shop. One of my very favorites who died too early, Karen Carpenter. She was perfection, walked in. She was not anorexic. The media kept on murdering a perfectionist. What do you do, murder a 32-year-old perfectionist? She was beautiful. She was a real Christian, a real devout. You love your brother. Is it my fault? He's homosexual. Be careful. And then you go into show business, you gotta be a whore. Everybody goes through this shit. My mother told me, she says, you're never gonna make it in show business because you got to sleep with the producer, the director, and the writer. Billy Wilder was a dude worshiper. Some like it hot. That little dude would come in and say, I love Mama Stern strudel. Billy Wilder is like, dude worshiper, I'm Morningstar, semicolon, we want peace. I should have talked to Billy, but it was before the time I had the theophany. Or right around the time I had the theophany. It was Sunday, April 9th of 1983, and I have super autobiographical memory. The calendar, the computer has a lot of mistakes in it. I don't make mistakes. It was Friday, May 14th of 1977, my father left the world. Now, how could you worship Jesus? It's a fictional character. It was invented to disrespect God and the Jews. Now, God is the creator, is not going to become a creature. What a dumb thing to expect from God. God does not die for your sin. This all ridiculous philosophy, and one day it's going to be, the people are going to be rid of that trash. And the police, I told my psychologist, I said, you know, I told the social worker, I don't think Negro is on my side, Roscoe is not on my side. Because he's a bisexual too. She's having an affair with my social worker. Kathy told me, the Armenian woman who's in charge of reception. But you can talk to me. Catholics confess to each other, but I'm Jewish. I'm Jewish. I go to the synagogue over here. I'm Jewish. I say I want the Passover Seder. I didn't say I want a plate of food like a dog on the street. Passover is the Seder, and the door is open to everyone, including non-Jews. I'm a Jew. Plus, I'm Eliyahu Hodishai. I'm Eliyahu. You're going to prepare that cup of wine for me. I'm Eliyahu. I'm the messenger of God. I'm in a female form. I'm not joking around when I say it. Then the rabbi tells me, you're going to tell me what to do. I'm talking to somebody, the rabbi comes up to me because a goy says some trash that I was sleeping outside. I was sleeping outside the synagogue because I'm homeless. I'm sleeping outside the synagogue because I'm a Jew. You're going to wake me up and say, the Seder Mistern, you're going to sit at the table like the rest of us. I go in there's a table and things. I say, but I'm a Jew. The rabbi calls, you're going to tell me what to do. I said, Rabbi, I'll tell you off so hard in front of all the neighbors. I started yelling. Shit. I'm talking to some other Jew, and we're having a good time reminiscing about Jerusalem and stuff. And I'm a Jew. I met every important rabbi except for Rabbi Schneerson. The day that my life was saved, March 2nd, 1992. The day my life was saved, I told brother, some guy wanted to kill me. I was coming out of Boris. I was babysitting. And, you know, Barra had 5 stores. Negro from Jamaica, Barbados. Barra had 5 stores. He was dealing in New York. The Negros deal drugs out of their stores. Marijuana at that time. We're talking about 26, 27. We're talking about 25 years ago. Undercover cops chased him down. He wasn't paying the police. He got sick and tired of the game. Undercover cops were chasing him down. They ended up killing Barra. They murdered him over money. Barra didn't want to pay off the cops. He got sick of it. But you own 5 stores. And that guy had money. Pay the fucking cops and keep your life. What over money? Give the goddamn cops their payola. They're all rotten. Save your life. We all saw it. The undercover cops driving up to Barra in the car and says, we're going to give it to you, Barra. Man, that was like a bad Halloween, you know. It was bad.
O en su frente e irá al infierno, dice la palabra. Pero ¿quién es el que salva? Cristo. Clama a Dios. Invoca el nombre de Dios. Hay salvación en Jesús. Cristo Jesús te salva. Jesucristo cualquiera que confesare con su boca que Jesús es el Señor y que Dios le levantó entre los muertos por medio del Espíritu Santo, será salvo. Lee Isaías capítulo 66, Isaías capítulo 6. Están relacionados. Todo está relacionado.
Denver's shot. Denver's completely fucking shot. LA's next.
One pill makes you larger and one pill makes you small, and the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. And if you go chasing rabbits and you know you're going to fall, tell 'em all
darkness goes. I see a line of cars and they're all painted black, with flowers and my love both never to come back. I see people turn their heads and quickly look away. Like a newborn baby, it just happens every day. I look inside myself and see my heart is black. I see my red door, I must have it painted black. Maybe then I'll fade away and not have to face the facts. It's not easy facing up when your whole world is black. No more will my green seagull turn a deeper blue. I could not foresee this thing happening to you. If I look hard enough into the setting sun, my love will laugh with me before the morning comes. I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black. I see the girls walk by dressed in their summer clothes. I have to turn my head until my darkness goes. I wanna see a faded, faded black, black as night, black as gold. I wanna see the sun blotted out from the sky. I wanna see a faded, 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 faded black. Yeah. People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. Alright, yeah. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange.
Have you been actually raped out here on Skid Row?
right down here across from the Alexandria. The man's still out here running around. I actually see him. He denies it. And this man came up, and he walked straight up to me. He told me, I just got out of the penitentiary, and I want some pussy. And I had nobody to protect me. I was scared to death, so I more or less gave it to him. Because I knew he was going to beat me, you know. I had been already raped before. And I didn't want the physical pain, so I let him get it over with, you know. Sometimes you have to save your life, you have to submit, you know what I mean? It's like a struggle just to stay alive sometimes. You know, it's not really who I am. Then you get classified, you know, you have to survive. So I said, oh wow, hey, he gave me a ride before, you know. I was young, I was only 22. And I got in his car, but he held me in the little hole where you put your feet. 5 hours with a blade this long in my throat. Made my lips swell out to here. You know, that was the worst rape, because I didn't think I was gonna live. I had to lie and tell him I liked him, cared about him, and everything. We were gonna get together the next day, everything. You know, and I'm just blessed that I didn't get killed that night. You know, because I believe he was, you know, just out of time. I think daylight came faster than he thought. And I was blessed to be one that didn't get murdered, you know. But there are killers out here, you know. My girlfriends that I knew over by MacArthur Park, they used to come down the alley with scars and all kinds of things on them, you know, taking abuse to get paid, just to, you know, have money in their pocket. They let them go ahead. One girl, she let them burn them with cigarettes and everything. I felt so bad for her. I felt worse for her than I did for myself.
She was. These were prostitutes doing this.
Yeah, more or less. They didn't mean to prostitute, but it was like they were making deals, you know, because they wanted their own money. You know, they wanted to do what, you know, they wanted to do. Homeless, no jobs, all that stuff. So you fall into the wrong character, you're gonna you know, do whatever you need to do. My girlfriend was down there and she passed out. They just climb up on you. I caught a man trying to get in from behind her. I grabbed his belt and told my other friend, called him over to get him off her, you know, kick his butt. Because, you know, they watch, they wait.
Now, are these other homeless people that are doing this?
The old timers, they seem to leave them alone. The old lady. But I'm really not even sure what goes on with some, because they walk around and they end up talking to themselves. You know, they get disturbed because of things that are going on. Some people they don't bother. I'm like I try to keep myself dirty sometimes so they will leave me alone. I don't want to look good, pretty, and be warm. You know. They send me to a shelter, which I'm not going to stay in the shelters because I've been down there. I got more abuse going on in the shelters. Everybody's in the bathroom slamming dope, rocks. You know, you got to deal with. I just got attacked by this woman the other day. I don't even know who she is. She's coming up and lied, just choked me. There's a woman in the park right now who's pregnant, and now her man, who's supposed to be with her, they're homeless, and she's pregnant. But now he went to jail. Now she's homeless out here pregnant by herself. You know? And that hurts my heart to watch other people go through things. I try to help out with all the people that I do know as much as I can. If I got food, I share it. You know, I try to, you know, do all that. People have given me a lot of things too. You find clothes sometimes. Sometimes people just put it out there. There's a lot of good people that come through, give us food.
What would you say are some of the other issues facing, you know, a homeless person who's female?
The hygiene. You can't get a shower when you need it. They're packed. You don't want to be, you know, in there with all the females. You know, I mean, when you go in there, they push, they shove. like I said, they take your things again. You can't even keep your own hygiene. So, you know, how are you gonna... I quit on going in and out of these places. I've been down here 13, going on 14 years. And I got tired. I want to be packed up, listen to all. You have to take a lot of listening, you know, stuff too. They say this, call you a bitch, you're a whore, you're white trash, this, that. It's a lot of physical and mental abuse you have to take on. I'm surprised I'm alive. I don't even know why God wants me here anymore. I feel like my life's a waste of time. Now we're talking about
If the sun refuses to shine,
Santa Monica Boulevard, and undercover got me. So.
And how? So, but you still have to go to court for that, or what's up with that?
Yeah, I got that coming up on the 15th. So.
And do you know what kind of? I mean, are you going to get jail time or just fine, or how does that usually work out? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't plan on going to court, so.
So you're not even going to go to court on it?
No, I plan on billing. It's a misdemeanor charge, so I plan on going back up north to Seattle where I'm from. So.
Gotcha.
So they won't be able to, bring me back before.
In San Quentin, where I was at, you heard of San Quentin, right? I'll give you a good example. Every time they would take somebody down from death row, you would have to move and get to the wall. And there would be 2 officers in the front and 2 officers in the back, and then the rail up the top with the M16. You better not move. And then they would start walking, and this is the point I'm trying to get to you. Dead man walking, dead man walking. That's what they would say, dead man walking. There's a lot of people here that are dead in the spirit. And there are some that are not, very much alive. Very much alive. Because they know themselves. They're wise, they're sharp.
For those rights, I mean, they just left to the authorities, to the police, they take it all away from us, and pull the Rodney King on everybody, no matter what color you are. All the shit, the little bills and laws they passed since I've been down here, because you can't sleep on the sidewalk past 6 o'clock, you'll go to jail, whereas they used to just cite you out, because the paperwork, oh, we're taking you in now. Damn, you can't just let me go, officer? Oh, my captain's here, I gotta take you in. Yeah, with a friend, they sit in an icon across the street as I was leaving the store on 5th and San Pedro, he was going at it with one of the restaurants telling him to get his stuff up, take his sit down or whatever. And he was on one under the influence of what, I have no idea. And they went at it. And he swung, and next thing you know, there was 4 coming down the street doing their routine. They seen what happened. Next thing you know, there was 4 more, 8 jumped on this dude. The police had to take the red shirts off whooping this dude. Oh, it was hilarious, but it was fucking sad because he got beat the fuck up.
Like a Rodney King, huh?
Man. They made him red, yeah,
Come on. It's heavy. Make them all be lit. Y'all find some place else to kick it, man, because I get calls, I gotta come out here.
All right. Is that you? So you got a call on us saying there was a gang or
you
what?
call from customers saying people just hanging out, doing drugs and selling and shit.
Oh, that's
I just came in home. Not all of us
Might not
do
be
that.
you. Might have been the ones behind you. Might have talked to them right now. I don't know.
speak Mongolian, Cambodian.
You don't speak English.
You know? What about? I don't know. You tell us. You're speaking English right now. Where do you normally sleep at?
I sleep in trash cans.
Okay. In Fullerton or where?
Yeah.
You plan on going to sleep pretty soon?
I'd like to.
Yeah?
I would like to.
You're speaking English right now.
It seems like
that's pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. It seems like every day we have to talk to people on something. Do you enjoy it? Oh yeah, it's great, dude. I love bumping into you every day. Feet out in front of you. Feet out in front of you. I'm not fucking around anymore. I'm trying to be nice. Yeah. Feet out in front of you. Feet out in front of you. Feet out in front of you. Rolling. Put your hands on your fucking knees. Put your feet out in front of you.
Well, which one is it, dude?
Both.
I can't do both.
Well, you're gonna have to do it real quick. Put your hands on your knees.
No.
See my fist?
Yeah, what about him?
He's getting ready to fuck you up.
Start punching, dude.
You don't fucking stop listening. It sucks. Okay? Put your fucking hands on your knees.
Well, hey, I'm sick of playing games. Which one is it?
Put your fucking hands on your knees.
Would you just fucking...
Put your hands...
Would you just fucking... All right.
Get on the ground now. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Put your hands on your back. Okay. Put your hands on your back. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. Right hand on your back. Okay. Right hand on your back. Okay, hang on a second. Hang on. Okay. I'm sorry, dude. Put your hand on your back. I'm sorry. Lay on your fucking stomach. Put your hand on your back. Stomach. Put your hand on your back. Okay. Lay on your stomach. Okay, I can't, dude. Lay on your back. Okay, I can't breathe, dude. Okay. Here, dude, I can't breathe, man. Fuck. Please, I can't breathe. Okay. I can't breathe, man. Put your hands on your back. Okay, here, dude. Please. Hey, Corona. I can't, dude. I fucking hands on your back. Fuck. Okay, man. Relax. I can't breathe. Relax. I can't breathe, sir. Resisting. Relax. Okay. I can't fucking breathe. I can't, dude. Please. Help. Okay. Hey, I'm sorry, man. Ouch. Okay. Relax. I'm sorry. Relax. Ouch. Hey. Joe, go to your right. Hey. Go to your right. I'm sorry. Hold on. Ow. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, dude. Please. Please. Take the guy, dude. I'm sorry. Face down. Oh. Face down. Okay, yeah. Put your face down. Okay. Ouch. Don't resist me. Please. Oh, God. Sorry. Okay, here, dude. Here, just come. Please, come on. Please don't, dude. Please. Roll your stomach. Roll your stomach. Roll your stomach. Before cold three still.
I got this hand.
Help me! Help me! Help me, Dad! How about my back? Help me! Dad! Here. Bravo. Lay down. Face down. Yes, sir. Ouch! Ouch! Dad! Ouch! Ouch! Dad! Dad, help me! Dad, help me, God! Help me! Please, Dad! Help me! Help me, please, Dad! Ouch! Ouch, Dad! I can't breathe! Dad! Help me! I love you. Help me, Dad! Help me, Dad! Help me, no! Okay, help me! Okay, help me, please! Let go of me! I can't breathe, sir! Oh, ow! Ow! Oh, no! No!
How do you want to pull this So he's got together already in the front?
Yeah.
Him in the front. Okay. That's the best way I can
Because of the fight.
I say, wait, I don't want to take those off.
He's still gonna fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's so fine, dude.
Relax. Relax. Relax.
Okay.
What's this guy's name?
That around to his.
Yeah, you don't even know.
Hey, you're ready to get to your car. We're going to call the ambulance.
Fuck, I don't know, that I'm a crackhead, or not a crackhead, but like just a drug addict, dope fiend, gay dude hustling.
But would you encourage them or discourage them from doing it, or what?
Discourage them.
How would you discourage them? What would you say to discourage them?
Fucking don't do drugs and, you know, don't do drugs. Don't do drugs, don't do drugs. That's my best, that's my only advice.
What would I tell children about being homeless? Follow your dream. Don't listen to the bullshit society tell you about what you can be, because that's bullshit. And anybody that sit up and tell their child that, hey, you can have anything in life if you want to, if you study hard, if you work hard, if you go to school and do your work and blah, blah, blah. What they really telling you is, hey, if you can have sex with the same sex, hey, if you can stick your tongue 50 miles up someone's ass when they tell you to do something because they got more than you, that's what they really telling you. So live your dream. If you say you want to be a ballerina, damn it, if you have to be a ballerina on the side of the street by yourself and do your twirls and stuff, do your twirls and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? If you ain't got no money and you want to be a drummer, if you get your bucket, do it.
I would let them know that if they would choose to go in that area, expect to suffer. There's going to be days you'll be hungry. There's going to be days that are going to be cold. There's going to be days that you won't even have a blanket. There's going to be days that you're just going to sleep in a cardboard. There's going to be days that somebody's going to take your blanket. There's going to be some days that you might even get into yourself into an argument or a fight. You know, There's a lot of danger out here, brother.
Well, I tell children, stay in school, get an education, get your high school diploma, go to college, and get a good job, because homelessness is for real, you know. And if you stay off of drugs, stay in school. Stay off alcohol and drugs.
About being homeless, I wouldn't tell them anything. I'd make it a field trip right there and take them down here and let them see. I wouldn't put them in harm's way. I might just drive through it. I have to let them see. This is something they'd have to see. I mean, the words can only tell them so much. The kids are smart these days. They'd have to see this shit. And they be bringing the children down here. I call them the Jesus people. You need Jesus. But tell me what the hell I need. I need some money. You know? Yeah, but they do. They say it's a scare tactic. I hear them say that as a family barking off it. This is what's waiting for you if you fuck up. You know? That should scare them right on straight. Unless this is something watch. Some think this shit is cool. Look at them flipping that money from the dope they're making. You know, the dope they're selling. But some people see that aspect of it. They want to come down here. They get stuck. The syndrome I suffer from. Every time I come back down to Skidrow, my feet turn to fucking glue. You know? I get stuck. Yeah. If I leave this place 10 years, I need to know I'm done, because I can't come back here, because each time it's worse. It's hard to leave this place. It is.
You got females pregnant, you know, having baby after baby, you know, and the drug babies, they get high. You know.
Do you see a lot of homeless children out here?
Yeah. But children have a better chance, because police and social workers not going to see that too much. But I still see them. You know, I still see them. You actually have kids that live in tents, you know. Yeah, you have a lot of kids that don't go to school, you know. Man, God. It's like after junior high, you know, 13, 14, 15-year-olds, they just run around down here rampant, you know.
And plus now, over the 10 years, I've been out here, there's kids on the street now. Children, when I got out there, there's no kids, barely any.
You mean like young kids?
They're born on the street, yes, and that's all they know. Can you imagine growing up that way? And then maybe moving out of a situation like this, they don't know anything better than Skid Row? No, that's got to stop. Babies on these streets, that is not a way to bring a life into this world, man.
As a snow flies on a cold and gray Chicago morning, a poor little baby child is born in the ghetto, and his mama cries. But if there's one thing that she don't need, it's another hungry mouth to feed in the ghetto. People, don't you understand? The child needs a helping hand. He's gonna be an angry young man someday. Now take a look at you and me. Are we too blind to see? Or do we simply turn our heads and look the other way? Where the world turns. And a hungry little boy with the runny nose plays in the street as the cold wind blows in the ghetto. And his hunger burns. So he starts to roam the streets at night, and he learns how to steal and he learns how to fight in the ghetto. Then one night in desperation, the young man breaks away. He buys a gun, he steals a car, he tries to run, but he don't get far, and his mama cries. As a crowd gathers round, an angry young man face down in the street with a gun in his hand in the ghetto. And as the young man dies, on a cold and gray Chicago morning, another little baby child is born in the ghetto. and his mama cried.
And what events led you to becoming homeless?
Oh, I'd like to say my family, but probably I'm a drug addict, so.
And so what's your drug of choice? What do you do?
Heroin and methamphetamines.
And how often do you do that?
Every day.
Every day? And you function, you're a functioning, maintaining heroin user, you'd say?
I like to think so. I mean, not right now. I mean, today I did way too much speed, so kind of having not the best time.
And how do you get money to acquire drugs?
Ooh, that's a good one. I turn tricks.
And meaning you basically...
I'm a prostitute, so I'm a male prostitute. I'm not proud of it, but it's what I do for money. Like the worst thing? Like the worst thing, there was this one night, this black guy who I was camping with, he was 10, he asked me if I wanted to party and do some drugs, and he tried to roofie me. And, you know, when I say roofie, this guy's a gay guy, so he wanted to roofie me so, you know, he could have his way with me. So, and he almost succeeded. It's a long story.
Was that, it was a pretty scary experience, huh?
Yeah, it was really scary. I was definitely in fear of my life. I'll make it really quick. He asked if I wanted to do some speed. And I was like, you know, I'm a speed freak, so I was like, hell yeah. And he handed me a shot. I did the first shot, you know. Did the first shot of speed. And then 5 minutes later, he's like, hey, you want to do another shot of speed? And then right then and there, I instantly was getting bad vibes. And then knew something didn't feel right. And he also wouldn't let me fix up my own shot. When I say shot, like I mean needle. So he hands it to me. And I was trying to be safe. There's 40 units inside the rig, and I'm registering into my arm, and I only plunge in 10 units of it just so I can see what's going on. And instantly, you know, I started hallucinating. And from what I thought it was Molly, MDMA. And Molly is, you know, it's like ecstasy. From what I was told, it comes from ecstasy, or what they make ecstasy out of. But it's also a day rape drug, from my understanding is. And anyway, so when I say he tried to roof me, he was saying it was speed, but really it was Molly. And if I would have done the whole 40 units, I think I probably would have died, because just 10 units out of the 40, it was a lot of, it was very potent. And he even admitted it. So.
Well, he admitted it to you afterwards.
Yeah, that he tried to roof me, because immediately once I started having these tracers, I hate hallucinogens and I don't do well on them. And I was pretty much in tears, like, after I did it, because I was freaking out. You know, I didn't know how long this was gonna last, or I didn't know what was gonna happen next. So this guy, like, now that I know that he was trying to roof me, he's gonna like try and murder me. Like, fuck, like, you know, someone who's willing to try and roofie someone, like, who knows what they're gonna try and do, you know? I was with a buddy of mine, and we were fixing. We went and picked up some H, some Chiba, and previously, a couple of months back, I was using an old needle, a very old one, and the needle broke off my arm, and it was when I was missing. I was registering it, and the whole point of the needle just broke, and my arm naturally sucked it up. And, you know, I went to the hospital, and they took x-rays of it, and they told me it was, you know, it'll either come out on its own, which is bullshit, or it'll get infected, and you'll have to come in and get it removed. So anyway, that day, back to what we were doing, back to fixing, I was doing a shot, and I guess I hit a nerve when I was pulling the rig out, and my arm inflated, like my whole arm was swelling up, and immediately I started thinking about the needle that was still stuck in my arm, and I thought, you know, holy shit, I might have touched that, or maybe, you know, and so I called 911, and everything was cool. Once I got there, the doctor took an x-ray and told me, you know, you're okay, you just hit a nerve, and the needle in your arm is in a spot where it's never, you don't have to worry about it, you know, it could be in there for the rest of your life, which is very cool, so I kind of benefited from that.
So how big is that piece of needle in there? About a half inch, or?
Oh, it's an inch long point.
Inch long. And does that make you nervous? I mean, that's sitting in there?
Not really. Like, at the state of or where I'm at in my life right now, like it just doesn't. I have more other concerns or more stuff to worry about than I just got addicted to it. After using it for so long, it just became such a big part of my life that I just always need it. And even when I do get clean, like let's say I do get clean and get 3 months complete abstinence from drugs, I'll still always have that feeling like I need heroin, like it's still in the back of my head.
It'll always be there, you think?
And especially using a needle, After you use a needle, everything's different. Like I want to put everything in a needle, especially crystal. I used to always just smoke my crystal, my methamphetamines. Now in the vein it goes.
I wound up getting stuck in MacArthur Park for a few years.
That was back when MacArthur Park was a lot different.
Right. I'm sure you remember.
Well, actually, could you tell me a little bit about it?
Well, it was a 24/7 place to get high and buy drugs. You name it. Heroin, crack.
And that changed how long ago?
Over 5 years ago, easy. 5, 8 years ago. Yeah.
But I mean, the drugs and stuff are still prevalent down here in Skid Row, right?
Yes, absolutely. But it's up to you, to change yourself. Nobody can change you but yourself, But you have to be willing, because all the help in the world, if you're still gonna smoke crack 24/7 or shoot heroin 24/7, it's what the fuck.
Right.
You have to want to change. I got old and I got tired, that's all. You do this shit 20, 30, 40 years, you get tired. Some people do. Some people die with a pipe in their mouth or spiking.
That and drugs, meth. I've watched it. I take a lot of friends and turn them, and it's horrible. It's a drug.
Do you think meth is really one of the biggest problem drugs out here?
That and alcohol.
Which one do you think's bigger, alcohol or meth?
Alcohol. Some of them are actually gone. Just a drugged out, a drone, just a zombie. How I didn't end up drugged out, I don't know, but I got lucky.
It sounds like you have a partial speech impediment. What does that cause from?
I was born with it. My real mom was an addict.
A drug addict?
Coke, meth, heroin, all of it.
So the speech impediment is a result of her doing that while she was pregnant with you?
Yeah. It was hard growing up with it. Small, that, little ears, a big head. I was picked on often.
The only thing that I haven't done in the past 4 years is that I have never tasted that methamphetamine. I just don't want no part of that. I don't want no part of drugs no more.
So what kind of drugs were you doing?
Oh, I used to use heroin. I used a lot of weed. Started off with weed.
Right.
Then I started graduating. Then I started with coke. We used to mix it.
And did you have like a bad experience, and what made you get off the drugs?
Well, it led me to a lot of, here it goes. Here it goes. Right? Got a lot of prison life. I went through an A number, a B number, a D number, an H number, a B number, and now I still got this AFO number. Still on parole.
And what?
But I only got 2 more years.
And what did you do to get in jail? What kind of charges?
Robberies, mostly robberies.
And so you started that as like a young age, kind of, and just
yeah.
So you were in and out of jail, and just kind of,
In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out.
And
I spent about half of my life in there.
And how old are you now?
72. And I'm still on parole. I just got out.
Right. Well, when we met the other day, you said you just got out of jail.
But I just got out of the county jail, but that was just on a parole violation because I absconded. Absconding means that I don't report.
Right.
I just tell them bye. I'll see you later. Catch me if you can. That's what, you know, my mentality. Eventually, you get stopped. Eventually, they're going to stop you. Especially around here, the patients around here. But now I'm going to start reporting. I have to.
Right. Getting too old to be going back to jail.
I'm up to here with it.
And I mean, you're not robbing anymore or doing that. I mean, you're done with all that.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking, can I get a tip? Yes, I do.
What type of drugs do you do?
My answer used to be everything but heroin. Now I can say I've done heroin. So everything.
But I mean, on a regular basis, what are you doing?
Just rock. You can account for that. You can test for that. Speed, crystal, and here and now drink.
And are you doing it every day or?
Damn near.
Are you high right now?
Very.
What are you on right now?
Well, now I got drink now. I'm already high.
But I mean, you're not on meth or?
No, I'm just on the weed right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
So just weed.
I'm good. The crystal is making an uprising down here. It's no longer a Hollywood drug. I don't have to go to Hollywood to get it anymore. It's down here in droves. Just giving crack a run for its money. You can get crystal the same areas you can get crack.
And so, and what would you say? Like over the last few years, you've seen that, or just?
No, within the last year, it's been a total what do you call it? 180, man. It's total turnaround. Crystal's down here like crack, and they gotta sell it like crack because people are not always gonna have the full payment. You can't just expect the dude to come at you. Let me get a 10, 20, and then have the full amount. It'll be like 7, 8. And on the 20, it'd be like 15, 16, but they'll have to work with it because if they want to make any money down here, you're going to have to put up with people who never give you full price.
Oh yeah, he loves methamphetamine. All people around me do.
So would you say pretty much most of the homeless people you know do some type of drug, meth, or what?
Meth or crack is what they do. It's either cocaine or meth generally on the street.
How about heroin? You see much heroin?
Not on the street because heroin you go like this, so you're just walled out the whole time. You can't be aware on heroin. Right. You can't be aware on alcohol. That's why you see these guys drunk and on the street fucking freezing. Shit like that. Just passing like that. They do that because they're in so much pain. They do that to get rid of the pain. I don't know if it's emotional or physical or what it is. I'm just gonna put just coat it like that. See? And that's on there. I can even coat this part too, just so that it's on my lips. But it's really bitter. It's really bitter. Methamphetamine is a bitter salt. So the more bitter it is, the better. So when I put my lips in, I start licking it, the bitterness is going to shoot through my mouth because I don't like that taste. That's why you either inhale it or but in the pure form, you can shoot this up. You can see how the smoke is kind of extra thick coming out. That's how you know the methamphetamine vapor is really what it is. It stays, it's thicker than regular smoke. It's colorless and it's odorless. And so people don't really know, you can't really tell. They say, oh, we can tell by your eyes and stuff, but you can't tell. Now, people are all been up for days and they're like, you know, they got the pookie in their hand. I have the pookies right here.
Sitting on the park bench, eyeing little girls with bad intent. Snot running down his nose, greasy fingers smearing shabby clothes.
and cold, an old man wandering lonely, taking time the only way he knows. Leg hurting bad as he bends to pick a dog end. He goes down to the bog and warms his feet. Feeling alone, the armies of the road, salvation and a mode and a cup of tea. Aqualung, my friend, don't you start away uneasy. You poor old sod, you see it's so good to be. Aqualung, my friend, don't just start away uneasy. You poor old sod, you see it's only me. Sitting on the park bench, eyeing little girls with bad intent. Snot running down his nose, greasy fingers smearing shabby clothes. Hey, Aqualung, drying in the cold sun, watching as the frilly panties run. Hey, Aqualung, feeling like a dead duck, spitting out pieces of his broken luck. Hey, Aqualung.
I've met a lot of good people. The best, man.
Being homeless.
Being homeless, they've suffered. See, in order for you to experience life, you gotta suffer. It's just not, you know how some people grow up with money in their hands, golden spoon, nice cars, you know, the whole 9 yards. And there's nothing wrong with that, brother. Don't get me wrong. It's wonderful to have money. There's nothing wrong with money. But it's how you spend it, and how it drives you to spend it, and what you spend it on. And if it takes over your life, the money, you get frightened, because you have everything. You know, and you look at people like, look at people. I mean, people do that. But they don't do it out of spite. They just don't know until they get there. Yeah. About 8 years ago, there was this lady maybe these are newcomers. They don't know too much about it. There was this big old lady. Big man. Always with the same coat. Always with the same clothes. Her legs were like swollen. And she wouldn't talk to nobody. Ooh, don't even get next to her. She started yelling. And you know where she used to eat? On a casket. And when she died, they found her in an alley. And in her coat, she had thousands of dollars inside of her coat. Because they opened up her coat because she wouldn't let nobody get near her. I don't know what she got all that money. But they found. It's historical, man. Most part. Okay. To see others really all raggedy. Their shoes, man, they're almost, and they don't bathe, they don't, that's the worst thing you can see. I see lots.
I was before, just participant in a shelter. After 3 months and then finished.
So you went to a shelter for 3 months and then you were done?
Yeah.
But you went back on the street?
Yeah.
Why didn't you get a place to live or something like that?
No, I don't get it.
Why not?
Because I'm not qualified.
So what events led to you becoming homeless?
Well, the immediate cause of it was, see, I'm on Social Security. Strictly Social Security income.
How old are you?
I'm 63.
Okay.
And I had both regular benefits and supplemental benefits. When they cut me off my supplemental benefits, there was no choice left for me but to eventually end up homeless because I had to use most of my savings before I ended up in the street. Mostly to pay the rent because my landlord keep raising the rent on a regular basis, and my Social Security benefits, the regular benefits amount that I keep up.
So they never increased, but your rent increased with the cost of living and basically forced you out. I mean, did you go through the whole eviction process? I mean, you stayed as long as you could and tried to do.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I have to use most of my savings, all my savings.
So do you have a plan in play to get back? So you're kind of a temporary.
It's basically a holding time and delaying time.
But so why are you on the street versus on a mission for 9 months or whatever?
Because I actually landed here by accident, and by accident as well as for having seen it before. See, this used to be a parking lot until they turned into a park. But I've lived downtown most of the time. All the time since I moved to LA, I literally spent my time in downtown. So part of my daily activities is because I'm into exercise, physical fitness. After I given up physical fitness program, I mostly take walks to keep me fit.
Right.
And I walk all over downtown, and one of my walks, I saw this place, and I saw guys hanging around here.
So you knew this was a spot you could kind of go to and be okay, right?
But I just remembered about it.
Right.
I was already living in the street for about 4 days or so, and I really had no place to sleep for 4 days. 4 days, 4 nights. The first time was right on the 7th and Main, right in the corner of 7th and Main, on Los Angeles, right where the Sante apartments are. Right in that corner, I tried to get some sleep, but they're hard to sleep. And then when you're worried about, where somebody's gonna beat you up or something like that. So I stayed there for 3 days, 3 nights and 3 days.
And then you moved up here?
Then I moved to Hill Street, right there where Bank of America is. Right in front where the jewelry across the street.
Right.
With the idea in mind that at least I could see Biltmore and maybe some nice, rich fellow would take pity on me and, offer me some place. So that's where I stayed for 1 night, 2 nights.
Was that really? Were you actually thinking that someone would actually take pity and hopefully actually help you? Someone more fortunate than you?
Yeah. because I really had no place to sleep.
So when I came up here, you were actually sweeping the park.
Yeah.
And is that something you do? Tell me about that.
It's purely on my part, because I don't like to sleep in the dirt. Shoot, man, if I can keep it as clean as like any apartment, shoot, that's what I would like to do. Man, I've always told this to anybody that I talk to them. If you really can find other alternatives than being homeless, try other alternatives, because it's a very stressful thing. Street life is a very stressful life. That's why if you make fun of those who are in the food idea, they have the road, man. It helps. It helps when you're fed well. Then you're starving. Oh shoot, you won't last too long in the street if you are starving. That's just the way it goes. So when you are fed and good food, nutritional food, makes a big difference.
What events led you to actually being homeless?
My wife dying, alcoholism.
So you were an alcoholic before you began?
No. She won't let me do that.
What's that?
She will not let me do that. No, she kept tight with me.
So it was after she died you turned to alcohol? And when just because you were sad or what?
Oh, yeah.
How long were you married for?
30.
30 years. And what did she die of?
Cancer.
Wow.
And she wouldn't take treatment. Absolutely. I'm in the Vietnam veteran. I've killed. And I couldn't do it. Don't amaze me. I found so much food. Hams. Crazy.
So you find food that's edible. Why do you think people throw that out?
Yeah, I'm recycling. Yeah, see.
What's the craziest thing you found in the trash?
That's a turtle.
A turtle? Was it alive?
Yeah.
What'd you do with it?
I gave it to the cat lady.
You gave it to the cat lady?
Yeah.
Who's she?
She goes around. She loves them.
The upper crust people who tend to look down on us.
Why do you
if they know you're homeless, or if they get a feel that you are, that's how they're going to act toward you.
Why do you think they look down on you?
Because I guess we're out here in the street. They can only call it by how they see it, because they don't interact. So if they do it, get the fuck out the way or get away from me. I ain't got no money. Stop begging. Then they go smoking that dope in the corner, whatever the fuck. That's the response we get from them. So, but I understand their grief. Who wants to leave their home and fucking walk out the doors of their apartment building into a fucking cloud of crack smoke? It's not cool. I understand that. They're grievous. Because when I was sober, I understood, but I didn't. They don't have that perspective, Maybe they've gone from using to sobriety. They don't know what this shit is like. But for the ones that do understand, they know how to treat us. They know how to act with us, how to interact,
Sometimes I sell cigarettes. Sometimes I sell beers,
Is there a pretty big black market down here for stuff like that?
Yeah, because the market sells the beer a lot of money. Right here, no. I sell like $1 or $1.25. I try sometimes to help the people too, because the people sometimes helping me.
What do you do to help people?
When my family come for me, give me food, I give you the food, taquito, some water, That's what I can do.
People say I'm crazy, doing what I'm doing. Well, they give me all kinds of warnings to save me from ruin.
device designed to enlighten me. When I tell them that I'm doing fine, watching shadows on the wall. Don't you miss the big time, boy, you're no longer on the ball. I'm just sitting here watching the wheels go round and round. I really love to watch them roll. No longer riding on the merry-go-round. I just had to let it go. People asking questions, lost in confusion. Well, I tell them there's no problem, only solutions. Well, they shake their heads and they look at me as if I've lost my mind. I tell them there's no hurry, I'm just sitting here doing time. I'm just sitting here watching the wheels go round and round. I really love to watch them roll. No longer riding on the merry-go-round. I just had to let it go. I just had to let it go. I just had to let it go.
Well, we're not invading some sovereign nation or setting it on fire from the air, which is more fun. Then we're usually declaring war on something here at home. Do you ever notice that? We love to do that, don't we? We love to declare war on things here in America. Anything we don't like about ourselves, we have to declare war on it. Don't do anything about it, but we just declare war on it. We got a war. It's the only metaphor we have in our public discourse for solving a problem. It's called declaring a war. We got a war on poverty, the war on crime, war on litter, the war on cancer, the war on drugs. But you ever notice there's no war on homelessness, is there? Nah, no war on homelessness. You know why? There's no money in that problem. There's no money in that problem. Nobody stands. It's true. Nobody stands to get rich off of that problem. You could find a solution to homelessness where the corporate swine and the politicians could steal a couple of $1 million each. You'd see the streets of America begin to clear up pretty goddamn quick. I'll guarantee you that. I will guarantee you that. Now, so, I got an idea for homelessness. You know what they ought to do? You know what they ought to do? Give the homeless their own magazine. Give them their own magazine. It would make them feel better, for one thing. That's a sure sign of making it in this country. Every group in this country that makes it and arrives at a certain level has its own magazine. You have Working Mother magazine, Black Entrepreneur magazine, Hispanic Business magazine. In fact, any activity engaged in by more than 4 people in this country has got a fucking magazine devoted to it. Skydiving, mountain climbing, snowmobiling, backpacking, bungee jumping, duck hunting, shooting someone in the asshole with a dart gun, jerking off. They probably have a magazine for that. I'm sure they have. I know they have a magazine. Walking. There's actually a fucking magazine called Walking. Look, Dan, the new Walking is out. Here's a good article, putting one foot in front of the other. Give them their own magazine. Give them. Give the homeless their own magazine. You know what you call it? Better Crates and Cartons. Then when they get finished reading it, they can use it to line their clothing. That's a good, sound business solution. That's the kind of answer you get from a conservative American businessman. Say, yeah, let them read it. When they get finished reading, they can use it to plug up the holes in them piano crates they all seem to like to live in. A good, sound, practical, conservative American business solution. I'll tell you what they ought to do about homelessness. First thing, change the name of it. Change the name of the condition. It's not homelessness, it's houselessness. It's houses these people need. A home is an abstract idea. A home is a setting. It's a state of mind. These people need houses, physical, tangible structures. But where are you going to put them? Where are you going to build them? Nobody wants you to build low-cost housing near their house. People don't want it near them. We got something in this country, you've heard of it, it's called NIMBY, N-I-M-B-Y. Not in my backyard. People don't want any kind of social help located anywhere near them. You try to open up a halfway house, try to open up a rehab center for drugs or alcohol, try to build a little home for some retarded people who want to work their way into the community. People say, not in my backyard. People don't want anything near them, especially if it might help somebody else. Part of the great American spirit of generosity we're always told about. Big, generous American nation. Ask an Indian about that. Ask an Indian how generous this country is. If you can find one, you got to locate the Indian first. We've made him just a little difficult to find. Or if you need current data, select a black family at random and ask them how generous this country has been.
Would you mind telling me who your father was?
He was the president of Somalia for 22 years.
And what was his name? Do you know about your father and the events that occurred during his presidency? And what can you tell me about that? And I mean, did he kill a lot of people, or how do you feel about that?
I didn't lose my eyes. I put the young boy on myself. He put the gun on, used him. I put it, and he used it. I was in coma 2 years. And you know, when you're in coma 2 years, I was like that 2 years. My muscles were in.
He actually shot you at point blank range in the head. Right. What happened to your throat with the speech? Was that at the same time?
I used to breathe right here. I will not breathe in the middle right.
And did that also result in the speech impediment as well? From them putting the tube in your throat or whatever. Gotcha. But you were shot just one time in the head, is that correct? Two times. And what was the result of that, the surgery? What did they do to fix and correct that?
My brain is raw. I will look like alien. My head was like this big. And I was cut that short. The place of blood. I've seen people get shot with $5 flat. In Honduras, these old guys. You always this black guy, younger son, $5. They put a urine on there, they said, where's my $5? I said, I don't know. Boom. How you can cover? How you can keep $5 bill? People don't care about them. You see, people care. Right. In LA, there's a lot of people who got billions of dollars. One person, like you, talk to everybody. But people don't care. There's a lot of people that got mental disorder. They sit there, no,
It's not a disrespectful thing, brother, because of the simple fact it's just like this, man. If somebody come and drop you off in an area where, let's say, there's nothing but businesses around, and you asking everybody, hey, I got this the bathroom, man, I got this the bathroom, man, but everybody keep telling you, no, they treat you bad. What you gonna do, man? Are you gonna get in the corner and sit in that motherfucker, or is you gonna sit on your own self and walk around the street with it? It's the same shit, man. At 5 o'clock every day, These stupid motherfuckers close up all the bathrooms and stuff, man, and people can't use the bathroom, brother. A bathroom, you should be able to at least get water and use a bathroom for free. You understand what I'm saying?
is gone, the song is over. Thought I'd something more to say. Softly spoken magic spell.
But if this is city property, am I allowed to film? This is public property, right?
Yeah, but
so if I take it off the tripod, I can film.
Yeah, you can take out the tripod and use the camera. I'm sorry.
But then I'm shaking around and it's, you know. I mean, you understand that though.
I understand
but
that too.
But so what you're saying is they actually told you anyone with a tripod.
Yeah, because they're not, the camera with a tripod is not allowed inside the park.
Ain't that America? Home of the free, baby.
That's some fucked up shit, huh?
Hi, my name's Lee. This is my second video in my application for a position on the Investigative Journalism Programme 2013 with Channel 4. This time I'm responding to a question about fearless approaches to a story, and I would like to start by saying that I think positioning fearlessness as the buzzword or an underlying principle of investigative journalism is a great shout, and I hope my own intrepid approach to storytelling is something that came across in my last video. Another preamble, I was recently in contact with a representative of the homeless charity Crisis, and I learned that there had been a 31% rise in the number of people sleeping rough in Britain in the winter period that we've just experienced, and that Crisis were anticipating a 20% rise in the number of people accessing their services and inquiring into their facilities. I was also discussing with this individual the bedroom tax and the potential repercussions of the bedroom tax, particularly in the northeast, where it seems as though that measure will hit the hardest. For me, it seems as though the issue of homelessness is about to become politically, socially and culturally relevant in the UK, particularly in the northeast. So with that in mind, I am about to go and spend a week being homeless in the West End of Newcastle. I will sleep rough for a week, scrounge for my food, access the services that other homeless individuals in the West End use. I will interact with as many homeless people as possible and immerse myself in that lifestyle as deeply as I can. I hope that you perceive this to be a fearless approach to a story. It certainly feels brave from where I'm sat right now. I'm about to embark upon this documentary tomorrow morning. It has certainly caused a huge amount of trepidation amongst my family and friends who do think it's a brave thing to do. That's the impression I want to leave you with about my willingness to get to the heart of a story. Thank you very much for watching both my videos, and I look forward to hearing back from you.